Mobile Geeks coverage of CES 2015 is brought to you by ASUS.
Hey, I'm Roland with Mobile Geeks right here at Huawei's booth at CES 2015. And what we have right here is the Honor 4X. So the Honor 4X is basically a mid-range smartphone that launched in China about a month ago, and it is their latest 5.5-inch device. So it's a pretty big smartphone. Comparing this to, for example, the LG G3, it will be about, I'd guess, around a centimeter longer, or maybe half an inch. It has a 5.5-inch screen. Again, it's an IPS panel. This is only a 1280 by 720 resolution, but the viewing angles are definitely very nice on this. And yeah, brightness seems to be very much okay because we are in a super brightly lit environment right now. Under the hood, there is the new Kirin 620 octa-core SoC that is running 8 1.2 gigahertz cores based on the ARM Cortex A53 architecture. So that's 64-bit capable. Other than that, we have a 30 megapixel camera on the back. We have 5 megapixels on the front, and you get 2 gigs of onboard RAM and 8 gigs of onboard flash storage. Can be extended for sure, and there's a 3000 milliamp hour battery in this device. The whole thing is about 8.65 millimeters thick, and it weighs in at a pretty heavy 170 grams in this case. Let's take a quick tour around. So on the front we have this 5 megapixel camera I was talking about. Up here is your earpiece. Right next to that are the sensors, and over here, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, that's the notification LED that is right now green because it's fully charged up. On the bottom you get these kind of looking like Android 5.0 capacitive touch buttons that don't seem to light up. No, they don't light up, it's just printed on there. Let's go over to the side. So we have the volume rocker right here and your power button. This is pretty interesting design that the volume rocker is a bit set back compared to the power button, which is kind of raised out of the case in this device. Let's go to the bottom. Down here we have a single mono speaker, it seems. So we have a couple of holes for the speaker. Right next to that is your micro USB port. Up on top you only have the headset jack, that's 3.5 millimeter headset jack, that's standard. And over on the back we have the 13 megapixel camera right here, including, I think, optical image stabilization, but I'm not sure about that, and a single LED flash. The back actually comes off, and it has this nice texture to it, which keeps away fingerprints pretty nicely. And when you take it off, you'll see that there is a dual SIM support on this device. It also supports, I think it should support LTE. Yeah, it does support LTE, but only for China right now. Other than that, we are running Android 4.4.4, my guess would be. Let me just quickly check on this. And down here we have Android 4.3 actually, so that's kind of a disappointment on this device. And it doesn't really seem to be fully up to date on the specs in this case because we have only 1 gig listed right here and a quad-core SoC and a really weird low screen resolution, so that doesn't seem to be right because the resolution on the screen is definitely higher than what it says in here. The interesting part about it is that Huawei is using their own Emotion UI, which has a couple of nice features, like for example this notifications setup coming in with timestamps on all the notifications, and you also get the usual notification setup on this device. It should be running the Emotion UI 3.0 as far as I know. And if you swipe up from the bottom, you should also get a couple of settings down here. Let me just turn this off and back on again and try again on this. Yeah, down here you have all these quick access buttons. So you have the flashlight right here, you have Maps access right here, and the calculator and your calendar right there. So this has just been a quick look at the Huawei Honor 4X that should be launching in Europe pretty soon because Huawei is actually marketing their devices under the Honor brand over there, and they're totally doing away with the Huawei name on the Honor series there. So this has just been a quick look at the Honor 4X at CES 2015, and I was Roland with Mobile Geeks, checking out these devices right here in Las Vegas. And if you like what we do on our channel, give us a thumbs up, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Mobile Geeks coverage of CES 2015 is brought to you by ASUS.